Brother, 90 days from now, you could be a completely different man. And I'm not just talking about watching less porn or just feeling better. I'm talking about the kind of transformation where your wife looks at you completely different, where your kids see you as a father who's present, strong, and leading, where you wake up with fire in your chest, purpose in your step, and no more chains holding you down. But here's the real question. Will that be you 90 days from now? Or will you still be stuck right where you are today? Guys, welcome to the Rebuilt Man podcast. My name is Coach Frank Rich, founder and host here. And it has been our mission for the last 6 years to help men just like you, high-performing men caught up in the depths of pornography addiction, take back control, reclaim their lives, rebuild their identity, and reignite the fire in their relationships. We do that here with multiple episodes every single week. So if you're new to the podcast, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us on YouTube, turn those post notifications on. If you stick around till the end, I'm going to share an invitation with you for you to begin to take back control and light that fire that you know is living inside of you, but perhaps has been burned out by the pornography addiction that you're currently struggling with. Today, what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to walk you through exactly what's possible for you over the next 90 days by sharing real stories of men just like you who started exactly where you might be right now. I'm going to discuss and cover some of the pain that these men were going through. We'll talk about the exact steps that they took and lay out the frameworks that we've used and built here inside the Rebuilt Man to help you rebuild yourself from the inside out. But let's start by talking about perhaps where you are today, or where some of these men that transformed their lives were at. And I think you'll maybe see a lot of relatable points from their stories and yours. You know, we've processed thousands of points of data. We've had 1,600 successful transformations in the last 16 years. And every single one of those guys has had to fill out a form of where they were when they started. We see key themes in these men. We see specific language patterns that they speak with. Many of them talk about living a secret double life. This fills them with shame. They find themselves lying to their wife. They find themselves hiding specific behaviors. Many of these men talk about the emotional numbness that porn has brought into their life. There's no connection with God. There's no connection with their wife. There's no connection with their kids. A vast majority of these men struggle with porn-induced erectile dysfunction. There's low desire or zero desire for real intimacy and connection. A vast majority of these men talk about having lack of drive and motivation, using words and identities such as being a procrastinator or being stuck in their current role in their business or career. A lot of these men struggle with anxiety, depression, and isolation. Guys, this is the starting line for most of the men that come to me. And this is exactly where I was. 2016, 2017, 2018. I built a multi-six-figure a year business. I had won accolades and awards as a bodybuilder. Yet I was emotionally numb, dark on the inside, struggling with connection with myself and with others, wondering if this was all that life had for me. But then I decided to take back control. And over the last 6 years, we've built a 90-day transformational framework. It starts with, though, breaking the chains. Your first couple weeks through this journey, you must recognize that this is an issue rooted in identity, not behavior. You got to shift from calling yourself an addict to a conqueror, to a leader. But if you're going to break these chains early on in this journey, you have to remove the triggers and redesign your environments that you're living in. It starts with building a foundation for your day. We call this our daily 5 habits for discipline and momentum. I've shot multiple episodes on this. You can go back and find those. The core daily 5. Once you lay that foundation, though, and you shift your focus from behavior to identity, you can then focus on rebuilding the man, restoring your self-respect, building your self-confidence through integrity and accountability, rebuilding your body with real transformational habits, sleep, nutrition, physical training, getting reconnected in your spiritual life, walking with God daily through prayer, scripture, and meditation. It made me leaning into the adversity in the hard daily challenges with things like cold showers and quiet times. At the end of this transformational journey, you can begin to lead now with purpose, and it starts with repairing relationships. Real, honest, vulnerable conversations, earning the trust back in your life. Living out the vision that you've set for yourself as a porn-free man, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years into the future, with mapping it out and getting clear. And you know you're going to be transformed at the end of this journey when you start focusing on serving others over serving yourself. Turning your pain into purpose by helping others that are in need. Guys, we've had so many examples of men that have followed this exact framework. Talking about married men that were business owners that come in hiding with years of porn use from their wives. Their marriage is on the brink. They couldn't even look their wives in the eyes and make contact with her. But by putting in the work, by following the frameworks that we teach here, in 90 days, they completely rebuilt the trust and honesty in their relationships. They restored intimacy. For the first time in years and even decades, their wives are initiating sex with them once again. For the business owners and entrepreneurs, this is one of the best parts, is revenue drives up because of focus, clarity, and getting their energy back. We work with a lot of young men, though, as well. Guys that are in their early 20s and haven't yet found their purpose in life. And it's shocking that so many men in their early 20s struggle with a decade plus of porn use. 23 years old, 10 years of struggling, no dating life, no social confidence, riddled with guilt, anxiety, fear. 90 days, though, this is what it can look like. Absolutely clean. Getting connected with higher level men. Finally finding the courage to approach high quality women. And for a man that is in his early prime, getting in the gym, building his body, restoring his confidence. Now, what about the fathers out there, though? The faith-driven father that feels like a fraud because they're leading in church, but can't lead their kids spiritually. They're in the room, but emotionally absent, physically present and emotionally away. 90 days of transformation, free from porn, leading men's Bible studies, wives, kids, looking at them as the godly leader. Guys, think about where your life could be in just a short window of time. So many people underestimate the power of a radical transformation in just 90 days. You could wake up 3 months from now as a completely different man living a completely different life. But none of this doesn't happen by accident. And the question is, 90 days from now, will you still be stuck? Or will you be living as the man that you were called to be? I've seen it happen over and over again. And that's the reason that I show up here every single day to serve you, to serve our community. but I can't force anybody to take action. What I do hope, though, is that you don't wait until your marriage is over. I hope that you don't wait until you've wasted another year. Because I know that the cost of doing nothing is far greater than the cost of getting help. The best part here is you can begin to take action. I talked about 90 days, but what could 7 days do for you? If you took radical action on becoming the man that you know you've been called to be. I told you at the beginning I was going to extend an invitation for you, and this is that time right now. Join us for free for 1 week inside the 7-day porn reset by clicking the link there below or visiting therebuiltman.com/7-day reset. You had 1 week of daily actionable steps to rebuild confidence, gain momentum, and restore the intimacy back in your life. And the best part is we're going to walk this out with you in a community and brotherhood of men that want to see you win because they've seen what has happened in their lives. Brother, don't wait another minute. 90 days from now, you could be exactly where you are, or you could be walking in freedom as the man that God has called you to be. Click the link down there below. Visit therebuiltman.com/7-day reset. And brother, I look forward to seeing you on the inside.